Hey, welcome. It's John again. Today we are going to do a little bit more work with flexibility. So what you'll need is a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a belt. We're not going to use it straight away, but yeah, if you don't have one with you right now, pause the video, go grab one, and then come back and join us when you're ready. But now, the strap can go to the side. We're actually going to start with our friend the wall, so you will actually need a little bit of wall space today too. So setting up, I'm going to hop up and come straight to the wall to start with. And so set your hands up, shoulder width apart onto the wall, and you want to set your feet up so that they're hip distance, and ideally we're making a 90-degree angle here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to feel like you're getting into the backs of the legs a little bit, but most of all, you want to feel like you're getting into the shoulders. So ideally, we're opening into the shoulders here. So feel like you're pressing the index finger base knuckle and the thumb finger base knuckle into the wall. Get this feeling like the elbows are drawing towards each other. And then find some activity. Press, draw the lower belly in a little bit. Really press the wall away. Imagine like you're twisting open a jar with your right hand and a jar that goes the other way with your left hand. So this rotation happens. The elbows draw in, the biceps draw in towards the ears, the triceps wrap down towards the floor, and the breath is full and deep. I'm going to be here for about another 10 breaths. See if you can really slow down the breath and bring some focus to it. You may like to add a count. The count I like to use is 5 seconds in, 1 or 2 second hold, 5 seconds out. I'm really looking for that full deep breath. Keep it flowing. That energy, that pressure onto the wall. And about 2 more here. And then a little bit to the knees, easefully. Bring yourself up. Walk yourself in towards the wall. Measure about a foot distance away from the wall and turn around. And come into a forward fold at the wall here. So feet hip distance once again. This time lean your hips back until your bottom finds the wall. If you need a little bend in the knees, if your hamstrings are super tight, feel free to take it. Otherwise, work the legs towards straight. You can lean into the wall and find your forward fold. Hands, clasp at opposite elbows, release the head. And find again a little bit of extension through the backs of the legs. And we'll look for those 10 full breaths once again. You're feeling good, you're feeling open. Maybe you can be a little bit closer. Keep drawing lower belly in and up. Check and make sure there's no tension building in the neck. One more breath. Release the hands. It'll be into the knee, slowly come on. Like a little stretch and release, take it. And then make your way back to the mat. Down onto your bottom. Make sure your strap is handy. And come all the way down onto your back. Take a moment to extend the left leg long and draw the right knee in towards the chest as we come into our hamstrings here. Roll out through the ankles, flex the feet, point the toe, make any movement you need, and then find some time to roll out through the hip socket. You're going to take hold of your strap. You're going to loop the strap around the arch of the foot and extend it up towards the ceiling. If you're here today, it's absolutely fine. Yeah, come to the point where your hamstrings let you arrive at. Keep that left leg active so you're still pressing out through the heel. And then focus on the activity of the right leg as well. Hands can slide down the strap so maybe those shoulders can really plug in. So you can make sure there's no tension building in the shoulders or the jaw, and start to draw the leg in. Find a point where maybe the elbows can ground, shoulders plug back, and keep drawing that leg in. Keep pressing out through the heel. You should feel a little bit of activation on the quadricep as you push out through the heel. Toes flex back towards the shins. Keep both sides of that leg active. And while you're pulling with the arms, resist back with the leg a little bit. You can make sure the shoulders aren't drifting up towards the ears. You can make sure there's no tension building in the jaw. Breath is full and deep. Maybe you bring that count back in, 5 seconds in, little pause, 5 seconds out. Three more full breaths here. Then from here, both sides of the strap, you're going to come into the right hand. Take the left hand onto your hip. Activate through that left heel once again, flexing left toes. Try and keep the leg at the same angle as you take it out to the right. Opening out. Try and keep your left hip grounded down into the mat. There's a tendency as we go out wide that this hip rolls up. Trying to avoid that. And if to avoid that it means the leg stays in a little more, please do that. Keep pressing out through the heel, keep flexing the foot. Adjust the grip on the strap as you need to keep you in the pose without building any tension in the shoulders, the neck or the jaw. Gaze can be straight up, shoulders plugged into the mat. Nice and active through the left leg. 2 more breaths here. Next inhale breath, maybe you release the strap and use an active leg to come through center. Then both sides of the strap come into the opposite hand, into the left hand this time. Leg draws over and across. This time the hip can roll up, so that right hip rolls up. Try and keep both shoulders on the mat, and maybe you extend the gaze away to the right. Maybe you keep the gaze straight up, but keep activity on the strap. Keep pressing out through the heel. You should feel it coming in to that outer line of the leg. 1 more breath here. And then bring it back in through center on the inhale. Release the strap. And then full body stretch. Extend out through the toes, extend out through the arms. Nice full reach. Second side, start with a little bit of movement once again. So my right leg stays long. Draw this left knee in, roll out through the ankle, the foot, point and flex. And then roll that leg round in the hip socket. Take your strap. Loop it over the arch of the foot once again and extend it up towards the ceiling. Find that spot with a grip on the strap where you can feel the shoulders plug in. Activate the right leg. Activate the left leg. Find resistance. If that means you hold a little higher today, feel free. Find a point where you can keep pressing out through the heel, both legs. Keep flexing the toes, both feet. Shoulders back, breath is full, breath is deep. Find that rhythm once again. 5 in, 5 out. Keep the pose active, keep pressing out through the heel. Both sides of the leg should feel active. Your quadricep should be firing. Your hamstring should be lengthening. See if you can create space. Maybe use the breath to do so. Inhale gives the feeling of expansion. Exhale, the feeling of lengthening. One more breath here. Both sides of the strap come into the left hand. And then left leg opens out to the side, right hand to the hip. Once again, right leg is active, pressing out through the heel. Left leg is active. Looking for 5 breaths out here, try and keep that right hip down. The inner line of the thigh, opening, lengthening. And then once again, maybe use a nice active leg for this final breath. Release the strap. And then the inhale, bring the leg through center. Take hold of the strap with the right hand, and the exhale takes it into your twist. Again, keep pressing out through the heel. And extend over this left arm. Gaze could be straight up if that brings any tension to the neck. Extending out through left heel, flexing left toes. Final breath here. And then come back through center. Release the strap, place it to the side. Nice full body stretch and extension once again, find length. Knees coming towards the chest. Squeezing them in. And just for a moment, we're going to come into a down dog. So we're going to rock ourselves up to a seat. Your option, if you don't like a rocking motion on your back, you can always just send the legs out to the side and come up. Otherwise, hands can come under the knees. A few little rocks. And maybe legs sweep out, I should say, or across the shins. Get yourself back. Plant the hands at shoulder distance, plant the feet at hip distance, and lift into your downward facing dog. And we're actually going to take our down dog a little bit wider, just to get into the shoulders a little more once again. So hands, I'm taking my hands pretty much off the mat. My thumbs and almost the base of my index finger are still there, and you can take your feet off the mat as well. Sinking into our wide down dog here. Find space in the shoulders, and we'll hold for 5 breaths. Keep sending that chest back, keep extending through the backs of the legs. Hopefully they feel a little bit more open. Maybe today's the day where the heels find the mat. If it's not, don't worry about it, it'll happen eventually, particularly if you keep working on the length of the hamstrings using this video. Final breath. Step your hands back, regular down dog, step your feet back. Drop the knees and then take them out wide. Big toes come together to touch child's pose. And from here, I'm going to take our mat to the wall and finish with our legs up the wall. A beautiful way to settle the nervous system, and a great way to end your day, particularly if you have trouble falling asleep. It's a great pose to really settle things down. So slide your mat over to the wall if it's not there already. And the way I like to get in, sit myself side onto the wall as close as I can get, and then little lean back, roll the hips up, and then hopefully you don't have to shuffle in too much. Legs extend up. If your hamstrings aren't quite that open yet, you can always take a towel, prop yourself up, or you can keep a little micro bend into those legs if you need it. Find a place where you feel nice and grounded. And in absence of our Shavasana today, this is where we'll take our final relaxation with our legs up the wall. Try and find a place where you can feel comfortable to shut down the eyes. Let the rhythm of the breath come back to its natural state without any force or control. Feel the weight of your body sink into the floor. We'll hold here for about another 1 minute. And then taking one more breath here. And then just very gently start to find a bend in the knees. There's space, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Gentle little rock. And then rock yourself all the way over to the side. And make your way up to a comfortable seat. And close the class. Have a nice full breath here. You can bring those hands in towards the chest, pressing them into each other. Gently bowing the head, fill up the belly with a nice full inhale through the nose. Sigh out the mouth, let it go. Thank you for spending your time practicing with me today. I hope the rest of your day is wonderful. Namaste.